This is the age of overconsumption.
And
Well,
it's
listen to
shaping
the
the way. And it's shaping the way. Shaping the way.
And it's shaping the way
We live in a world where wanting never stops,
where new is never new enough.
where more is never more enough.
This is the age of overconsumption.
And it is affecting not just our livelihood, it is affecting how we perceive ourselves itself.
Perhaps you will understand it better in another language.
नमस्कार.
आज हम डिस्कशन करेंगे अरे बहन,
चर्चा आज हम अत्यधिक उपभोग के बारे में चर्चा करेंगे.
अत्याधिक उपभोग हमें हर प्रकार में देखने को मिलता है. इस संसार में मनुष्य धन, कपड़े एवं प्राकृतिक संसाधनों का अत्याधिक उपभोग कर रहा है. प्राकृतिक संसाधनों का हम काफी दुरुपयोग भी कर रहे हैं और इससे सिर्फ हमारी पीढ़ी को नहीं, आगे आने वाली पीढ़ी को भी हानि पहुंच सकती नहीं,
पहुंचेगी अगर हम इसके बारे में कुछ जल्द ही ना करें.
पर हम कर भी क्या सकते हैं?
वीडियो बनाने के बजाय
नहीं, अत्यधिक उपभोग का उपाय हम जल्द ही आपको देंगे.
नहीं, कोशिश आवश्यक करेंगे.
परंतु उपाय देने से पहले हमें इस विषय को अच्छे से समझना होगा. हमें इस विषय के हर सूक्ष्मता को अच्छे से परखना होगा. तब जाकर हम इस विषय का कोई उपाय ढूंढ सकते हैं. तो आइए हमारे साथ बैठिए और हम इस चर्चा को शुरू करते हैं. धन्यवाद.
Have you ever had this feeling that at the end of the month you don't even know where your money went?
Where did that money go?
It all went into consumerism.
Your indulgence.
Overindulgence.
If we must say.
No one's saying indulging in things that you really require and the things that you want is a bad thing. But overindulgence, consuming content, consuming anything that to an extent that you really don't require, and that actually takes toll on the environment and everything else around you, is bad.
Our hunter-gatherer ancestors, they did not grow up in abundance. They had a lot of scarcity of resources, scarcity of food. They had to put a lot of effort to acquire resources, acquire food. So each time when they did acquire something, they absolutely needed to hoard it so that they could survive, their clan could survive, and they had enough food, enough resources to maintain their livelihood until they got a next hunt or their next find of resources or whatever. And that instinct of hoarding has been carried forward into our modern brains as well, right? So the difference lies in the fact that we have so much abundance now, but we still have that instinct to hoard. We still have that instinct to consume as much as possible, which leads to overindulgence.
Never in human history has there been this much abundance. We no longer have the necessity to hoard food, resources, clothes, or anything in that matter. In the times that we live now, quantity of things that we require to survive are fulfilled. But how does abundance translate into us over-consuming things? Overconsumption happens because we have so many things so easily accessible to us, so many things that we don't actually require to survive, that we feel unsatisfied with the things that we already have. Food is being produced in more than it has ever been produced. Food, the resources that are being exploited, that are being extracted, has been more than ever before. Global material extraction has been tripled since 1970, while the global happiness has remained mostly flat.
Another factor causing overconsumption is that right now there is almost zero resistance in accessing this abundance. We have absolutely no friction in consuming things. We, talk about 2-day delivery, talk about instant delivery by Blinkit. We have anything that we can just order anything on our phones and it will be at our doorstep in like 10 minutes. Talk about food. We have so many outlets, we have so many apps that can deliver us food within 30 minutes. And that is causing us to overconsume again. Even entertainment, right? The OTT platforms, say Netflix, we have Hotstar, everything. They have designed their user interface in such a way that it's so difficult to stop binge watching. Once you're done with an episode, you have that option coming in to
Next episode.
instantly click to the next episode. We have Instagram where reels are endless and you can just keep scrolling without having any idea how much time you've spent on it. So consumption in terms of food, consumption in terms of products and clothes, and even in terms of entertainment and content, everything has zero friction. We have such easy access to the abundance that we just talked about, and that is one of the major causes of us over consuming.
Overconsumption today is also driven by the need to feel relevant and be socially accepted. The social anxiety that we feel when we don't have a certain product that our friends have is one of the main causes that makes us consume things to an unnecessary amount. We don't buy things because we really need to. We buy things because we see other people have those things. Do you really think you need that new iPhone 17 because your iPhone 16 is bad or it's outdated? As if it has any newer features. Do you really? No, you do not. You still buy iPhone 17 because you want to stay relevant. Because iPhone wants you to buy that product.
No.
Because
Capitalism.
And this also causes this. What was that effect? Diderot effect?
What was that effect? Diderot effect.
Diderot. There's a phenomenon called as the Diderot effect. It's a psychological phenomenon in which one purchase leads to another and a chain of other new purchases that you really don't need.
So when you buy a new iPhone and you have some pair of headphones or earphones that are not Apple, and you'll be like, oh, these feel inferior, these feel outdated. You know what? Since I already have an iPhone, maybe I might as well buy
an Apple
yeah.
AirPods.
But that is not a very realistic example.
Do people actually feel that? Is this catering to the higher class?
See. A more realistic example of that would be ki, I have all my clothes from Max or Trends, and one day I'm like, I'll go shop at Zara, and Zara ka mere paas ek jacket hai, but I don't feel like I want to wear it with the jeans and the shirt that I have bought from Max.
So I will buy other clothes that are
from Zara.
Even though they both literally look the same.
Exactly. So all of these factors that we just talked about culminate into some really negative effects in society that we are already experiencing. The immense amount of carbon footprints that we are leaving behind just because we want to mass manufacture so many products, and it is insane, honestly, because
mass manufacture products just to cater to the ever-growing consumerism of our generation.
Like everything that you purchase leaves behind carbon, right? Like the clothes that you're buying, the bottles of water that you're purchasing, the food that you're taking away in plastic containers.
Not just the purchase, it's the entire process that goes behind into making these. The manufacturing, the shipping, the
Packaging.
transport, exactly. The whole thing just leaves such a huge impact on our environment.
It's like how the fashion industry alone contributes to like more than 8 to 10% of carbon emissions. And that is insane. All of that for what? Just because you want to look good?
Just because you want to stay in the trends.
How is that justified? Like agriculture again is a very polluting industry, but it is something that we need for our sustenance.
Exactly.
It makes sense.
At the end of the day, agriculture does help us to survive and sustain our lifestyle.
Exactly.
And livelihood itself. How is changing clothes, changing trends helping us to live a better life, to just sustain our livelihood? It's so unnecessary, and that's where the entire idea of consumerism comes from.
Yeah, this is where we need to take a step back and we need to analyze, where exactly are we over-consuming in our own lives, and make better choices, make more sustainable choices.
These effects also bleed into not just our environment, but also to us humans. The entire labor exploitation.
Oh, yeah.
labor is being exploited just because they want to produce more amount of products
Who's
to
the-
cater to your consumerism, to your overindulgence. And that in turn affects the environment and the people. Just because you want to buy that new H&M, Shein clothes, the people in Bangladesh are suffering.
I swear, but that is so true. Bro.
Yeah.
Shein, bro, what the fuck is that company?
Yeah, not just Bangladesh. People, the countries that have lower labor wages, it's all those countries suffer. All the people in the country that labors suffer such terrible
Working conditions.
working conditions
Yeah.
to fulfill that requirement of this much amount of product needs to be made in this much amount of time to meet the
And that is also, affecting the quality of our products. Like manufacturers, what they do is they don't give enough time to the laborers to work enough on one particular clothing apparel, right? Like, so instead of stitching clothes properly, they draw really long seams just enough to get the work done just enough, right? Like,
in that limited amount of time.
in that limited amount of time. And these corporates, they want the clothes. Okay, so we are particularly talking about the fashion industry here as an example, right? They're deliberately making clothes of lower quality. They're deliberately making clothes that don't have good craftsmanship, so that with very few uses, the clothes wear off, and then you have to keep buying new clothes as much as possible, and it drives them profits.
Yeah.
Drives those companies profits. So this overconsumption ka problem is not really just materialistic, right? We are consuming mindlessly online as well. Be it our social media, be it our OTT platforms.
Right.
There is no stop. There is no limit to how much content we can consume, how many thoughts we can have throughout the day, and it just freezes you
And
eventually.
how everything has become so accessible. Your content that you receive on your phone, the content that you see on your laptops, on your TVs, everything is so mobile right now. As in, you can just open one app and you can see thousands of movies and series and whatnot now.
And along with those thousands of movies and series come thousands of ads. So many ads. Like right now on Instagram, every 2 reels that you scroll or every 2 stories that you watch, you have at least one ad popping up. And
Definitely.
that is just the algorithm exploiting your needs, your whatever you say that you want, and of course they have the data, and they cater exactly the right advertisements to you so that you keep buying stuff.
Yeah, that does make sense.
And you keep consuming, you keep on consuming, and that is where we are really getting fucked up digitally as well. There was so much resistance to continue watching the TV.
Exactly. You'd watch one. See, TVs used to have the set-top box thing where you had like maximum 100 channels, and out of that 100 channels you'll watch like 2 or 3, and on that 2 or 3 channels you'll watch like one
movie or one soap opera that you have, because it won't be of your choice. Whatever they are screening at that time, that is what you have to watch.
Yeah.
But now that resistance has gone away. You can watch whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want.
All the episodes
Everything has
are
become
already
so accessible.
there.
All the episodes are already there, so you don't have to wait.
You can just keep on watching, binge watch the entire thing.
It's all instant. It's all very instant.
It's no longer a Saas Bahu serial at 8 o'clock that you every day your mom will come and see once a day.
Exactly. And this extreme indulgence online literally leaves our brain fried.
Definitely, it makes us so oversaturated with content all the time.
Overstimulated.
Exactly, yeah. Burnt out as fuck. Yeah, and it just makes you feel so unreceptive and emotionally numb to so many things that you actually can
That
enjoy in your
numbness is
life.
actually very real.
Yeah.
It is sort of like you don't really drive happiness in the depth of things, in how deeply you're actually connecting to some any content or anything or whatever. It's more of like you're getting into the addiction. You're craving the dopamine hit more. Like you want that constant novelty to run your brain and to run your interest, because otherwise you would just keep getting bored.
So, what can we do about this?
We can just stop.
We can just stop. Yeah.
just look in the mirror and say enough.
Say no, enough. I have enough clothes.
Yeah, being mindful, being conscious about the choices that you make.
Yeah, but how?
It's really easy to say that, but hard to follow. But it is one step closer to doing anything about overconsumerism.
And it is
Overconsuming.
one step closer to saving your planet. Just
One
a little.
step closer to saving your wallet as well.
Oh yeah, exactly true. Alright, bye. Bus.
Bye. Bye. Oh my god.